For today, we will see how to set file and directory permission in Linux using chmod command. So for this, we have to see and understand file and directory permission. So when you type ls-l, all the directories and files under the current directory will be displayed. So this is one such example. If you see, the first part represents the file type. So this particular part of the file was, if we consider, then the first part is the file type. A hyphen means it is a file. Similarly, if you see public underscore HTML, it is a directory represented by D. The first set after the file type, first set represents the user permission or the owner permission for the file. In this example, for the file words, the permission is read, write, and the third permission is not given, that the execute permission is not given. X stands for execute. So only two permissions are given, read permission and write permission to the user or the owner of the file. The second set of permission is for the group. If you see the second set, the permission is only read permission, and hyphen represents the other two permission, write and executes, are not given to the group. So a set of users can form a group, and a certain set of permissions can be given to the group members for the file. So in this case, all the group members will be having the read permission, that is, they can only read the file, and neither they can write anything into the file or they can execute in the file. And finally, all others except user and group will be given this third set of permission, which is called others. So everyone else will be given only read permission, no write and execute permission. So R stands for read, W stands for write, and X stands for execute. This particular line, it shows the number of hard links. We have already discussed the concept of hard links. This particular part shows the user of the file or the owner of the file. Similarly, next part shows the group name, the size, date and time it was last modified, and finally, if it is a file, name of the file; if it is a directory, name of the directory. So that is about the file permission you can display using ls-l command. Now, to change the file or directory permission in Linux, for user the first set, group the second set, and others the third set, we can use certain commands. If you can see in this example, chmod, U stands for user and plus stands for add. If I use minus, that means I am removing the permission. So in the first example, in this case, chmod u, that is the user is given the permission, or read, write and execute permission is granted to the user. And in the second case, the read permission is taken back from the user for this particular file or whatever is the file name. In the second case, G, that is for the group, write permission is granted or write permission is added. Plus means add, minus means remove. Similarly, for the group, write and execute permission is removed for this particular file, whatever is the name of the file. And finally, O represents others, and write permission is granted or added, and for others, in this example, write permission, read permission and execute permissions are removed from the others. So this way we can write the command. Also, we can change the file permission based on numeric code. So if you see the numeric code, 0 stands for no permission, 1 for execute, 2 for write and 4 for read. So if we see all the combinations, 0, 1 we have already seen, 2 plus 1 is 3, so you can see for 1 is execute, 2 is write, so for 3 execute and write permission is there, read permission is not there. Similarly, if you see 4, only read permission because 4 represents read. Similarly, if you see 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, so read permission and execute permission. You can see read permission and execute permission. Next is 6, 4 plus 2 is 6, so read and write permission. Read and write permission. Similarly, you can see 7, so 4 plus 2 plus 1, which makes it 7, so read, write and execute permission. So all the 3 permissions. Now you can use these numbers for each of the set, that is user, group and others, to set the permission. So we can see 7 7 7 for the file test.txt. That means it will give read, write and execute permission to user, group and others. If we go back to the previous slide and we see that read, write, execute, the value is 7. Similarly, we can see if we give 700, that means only read, write, execute permission is given to the user. 0 means no permission is given to group, and again this 0 means no permission is given to others. Similarly, if we look at 3 to 7, so we have to go back to the file and we see that 3 means write and execute permission and 2 means write permission. So we see that write and execute permission is given to user, write permission is only given to, this 2 represents write permission is given to group, and read, write and execute permission is given to others. This 7 represents read, write and execute permission to others. So this is how the chmod command can be used to set file permissions. So we'll see some examples to understand more about this. So open terminal in Ubuntu and let us look at the present directory. This is home under that program. So now let us look at the files and their permissions. So ls-l, and you see that the first part is showing the file permission. So hyphen in this case means it is a file, L means it is a link, and D means it is a directory. Now let us change the file permission. So let us clear the screen and let us open a file ls-l, and the name of the file is sample.txt, and we see the file permission. This is a file, so hyphen, and first 3 here it is showing the owner permission, next 3 it is showing the group permission, and last 3 it is showing the others permission. So let us change the permission. So chmod, so suppose we want to add execute permission here. So to the user, U is for user, we are adding execute permission. So U for user, plus is add, and X is adding execute permission, comma. Next part is your group. So group, we are adding write and execute permission, which was not there initially. So plus WX. Then for others, we are adding again write and execute permission, and then the name of the file. So when I run it and I check the permissions, if you see, now everything is changed to read, write, X, read, write, execute for group, user and others. Similarly, if I want to remove the file permission, so if I want to remove the file permission, just I have to use minus. Minus means remove, and if I remove the file permission and if I check it, you will see it becomes the original file permissions. So this is how I can change file permission. The same thing can be done for directories also by using U, G and O. Similarly, you can use numeric options to add or change file permission. So let us clear the screen and let us see the file permission of sample.txt. And now suppose we want to change the file permission, or we want to change the file permission, that is no permission is given to the file sample.txt, no permission, so all are 000. Now if I change it to ls-l and sample.txt, I see that no permission is given, all are blank. Now suppose I want to give a read permission, so read stands for 4, that is the read permission is given to user. Suppose I want to give a write permission to group, so 2, and suppose I want to give a execute permission to others, so this is 4 to 1, 4 for read, 2 for write, and 1 for execute. And let us look at what is the result. So you can see read permission first part for the user, write permission for the group, and execute permission for others. So that way you can use numeric code. Let us change it to some other code. So suppose I want to add all the permission, read, write, and execute. So read is 4, write is 2, and execute is 1. If I add them, it becomes 7. So all the permissions are given. Now suppose I want to give only read permission. So read is 4 to the group, and suppose I again want to give a read permission to others, so 4. Or suppose you want to give read and execute, so read is 4, execute is 1, so I change it to 5, 4 plus 1 is 5. Read 4, execute 1. And now when I check the file permission, you can see read, write, execute, because of this 7, all the permission. Read is having the number 4, so only read permission for group, and read and execute permission for others. Read is 4, execute is 1, so 4 plus 1 is 5, that is this 5. So that is how you can change the file permission. That's all for now. Thank you.